Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Inspecting History, and today we are on a field trip and we are at the Marais Cygnes Massacre State Historic Site. I have never been here. I really don't know what to expect. Let's go check it out. We have a little marker. What does that say? A nation at odds. The mid-1800s were a time of turmoil and tragedy in the U.S. The issue of slavery polarized the nation. It created a moral, political, and economic dilemma. The struggle over slavery ultimately led to the Civil War, splitting the North and the Southern states. All right, so let's keep going. Sorry, this is very bumpy because it's very bumpy. All right, here's another marker. Tension in Kansas Territory. The Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854 created Kansas Territory. The voters of the territory would decide if it was to be a free or slave state. The state of Missouri lays 1,200 feet east of this site. Well, that's very close. Missouri permitted slavery and wanted Kansas to do the same. Both anti-slavery and pro-slavery settlers flooded into the Kansas Territory to determine its destiny. Okay, and there's something going off this way, and I don't know what is up there, but there's a sign right there. It says ravine. So let's head to, whoa. That was a ravine I just went in. Let's head to the ravine. Here we have another road sign coming up here. Oh, and there is something there. What is that? Oh, we will definitely have to check that out. Okay, so that says Bleeding Kansas. The fight over slavery in Kansas Territory erupted into violence. At least 50 people lost their lives during the territorial period. Many more were injured or lost property. National attention was focused on the violent confrontations, giving rise to the name Bleeding Kansas. There is a little house over there, which we will definitely go check out. And I see some more signs, some more markers up here. This marker is about John Brown of Kansas. Abolitionist John Brown emerged as a national figure while in the Kansas Territory. He was willing to use violence to end the shame of slavery. Brown led a group of anti-slavery men on a raid, which resulted in killing of 5 pro-slavery men. Known as the Potawatomi Massacre, this event led to further guerrilla warfare. John Brown continued to attack pro-slavery farms in Missouri, taking property and freeing slaves through the Underground Railroad. Another one here. That one says, Prelude to the Massacre. On the morning of May 19, 1858, a group of 20 to 30 pro-slavery men arrived on horseback at Trading Post, located 3 miles southwest of here. Charles Hamilton, who had been forced out of the territory by anti-slavery forces, led the group. Some think Hamilton was looking to settle an old score. Others say he was looking for any free staters he could find. Get out and look at that map. They've got a map on there. Yeah, that just shows you how close Missouri is to here. Right here. And then there's Trading Post. Right. Now here is one. Here's a marker, and it looks like it is describing the massacre, so this will be a good one. The Marais Cygnes Massacre. Between Trading Post and here, Hamilton's group captured 11 unarmed anti-slavery men. They were forced to march towards the border. When they reached this point, the captives were lined up in the ravine. From the ledge overlooking the ravine, Hamilton gave the order to fire. The victims fell. Hamilton dismounted his horse to finish the job. 5 men died from their wounds, 5 others were injured, and 1 survived unharmed, pretending to be dead. So this is the ravine over here. We'll go check this out. Looks like there's a poem written by John Greenleaf Whittier in 1858. Check this out. Here's their National Historic Landmark plaque. This site possesses national significance in the commemorating of the history of the United States of America. 1974. We just came from there. This is the ravine. So we'll just walk down this ravine. That is most definitely a ravine down there. Here, that's the landing site, or the landing site, the little site with the memorial. I guess we will check it out. Go a little further. Time to get back in the car, into some air conditioning, and go see the rest of those markers in that house. All right, coming up on another one, A Wife's Pursuit. Sarah Reed learned that her husband, the Reverend B.L. Reed, had been captured. She bravely followed the trail of men nearly 2 miles when she heard gunshots. She soon encountered some of Hamilton's men and demanded to know what they did with her husband. Eventually, she discovered the victims in a ravine. Her wounded husband implored her to get help. She returned with the wives of 2 other victims to administer aid. There's a quote from Reverend Reed and the Republican in Lawrence, Kansas, June 3rd, 1858. Presently, I heard my wife calling. I called to her. She came to us. I requested her to go immediately and get some help as quick as possible. A nation's reaction. The Marais Massacre gained national attention. The New York Times and other Eastern newspapers printed the story. The anti-slavery supporters considered the victims martyrs. 4 months after the shooting, noted poet John Greenleaf Whittier memorialized the event in the Atlantic Monthly. Even some pro-slavery editors described the event as a disgrace. The massacre increased tensions nationwide. An end to violence. The Cygnes Massacre was one of the most violent incidents in Kansas Territory, fueled by the issue of slavery. By this time, the anti-slavery forces had gained control of the political process in Kansas. 19 months after the massacre, the governor signed an act that prohibited slavery in Kansas Territory. Hadstall House. A few weeks after the massacre, John Brown arrived at this location and constructed a fortified house that he and a few other men occupied through the summer. One of Brown's friends, Charles C. Hadstall, bought the property and later built this stone house near the Brown house, which no longer stands. This must be the picture of the Brown house. Let's check that out. And here's what we have today. It says originally built 1862, restored 1962. I know you can't go in. I don't even know if you can see in there or not. You can see me. Hello. Looks like it's just one big room in there. Oh my gosh, you should see, look at all those dirt daubers. Oh my gosh. This is a little interesting feature right here. Road that goes off to who knows where. And there is an upstairs. Oh, well, actually, yeah, upstairs. 3 floors. Does it look that big from the front? Or maybe this is the front. And I am not going up on that porch because do you see all those wasp nests? That's something I can't do. I'd have a heart attack. This is as far as we're getting. I hope you guys liked the field trip to this massacre site as much as I did. There is more to come. We're going to go find that town of Trading Post. But for this site, I just found it so interesting and I learned so much. And I'm definitely going to be coming back. But for now, let's go find Trading Post. This is Trading Post, or what's left of it. We'll just go check it out. That is the Trading Post School, 1886. Let's go over here and check it out, shall we? I'm probably not supposed to be parked where I'm parked, but we can shine our camera in and see some, you can kind of see in there, little schoolroom. We'll walk around the back. Well, divot there, I nearly fell in. Back at the front, there's the little school bell. Let's go see what this building is over here. This was kind of an unexpected find. I just came to see the massacre site and ended up finding some really cool stuff. Tubbs Cabin. See what's in there. Ew. Our web. Kind of interesting, like a little work area. We'll walk around this side. There's a door. There's an upstairs to this cabin. Let's go look through this window. So many cobwebs. Walk around this side. There's another window. We're gonna peek in all the windows. A rocking chair in the window there. That has no date on it, and this neither. I don't know what that is, but there is a museum over there, but it's closed. And then right past there is the cemetery. And I don't know if they're buried there. Those 5 victims of that massacre, I don't know if they're buried in that cemetery. The sign, the historic sign said that there's a monument with their names on it. But I don't know if that means they're buried there or not. So wow, that's the little town of Trading Post out in the eastern Kansas prairie. This is the cemetery. Oh, there is the memorial right there. There's nobody behind me. And there is the memorial. I'm gonna get as close as I can. Okay, we don't have to get out of our car because it's really hot today. So, Trading Post Cemetery. I bet there are some old graves in there. That might be, if it was cooler, we'd go exploring that cemetery. Those look like really old graves right there. That must be the older part. There's some more right here. Yeah. Maybe in the fall. Well, that is it for today's video. I really do hope you liked this field trip as much as I did. I had a blast, and I am probably gonna do more of these field trips. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe because I post new videos every Thursday. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Have a great day.